Hello, it's me, Spinning Meower 777. Oh, we are. A game that gives me joy, sad, angry issues, and a doubt about my sexuality because holy damn, Rico Deli, güey. But even so, I love ER. I can't deny the things that the game lacks. Don't misunderstand me, I'm not saying that the games needs this change, but I think this change would make the game even better than it is right now. And I think there are pretty important things that have to be changed. So yeah. Well, first of all, I want to explain why am I doing this. Well, as most of you already know, in the last big update, they changed the cooldown reduction system. And I'm gonna ask, does it really was that important? I mean, really important that you put aside another important things just to add more cooldown reduction? Okay. Well, after saying this, I'm gonna explain why I am kind of mad about the situation of they adding or changing the cooldown reduction system. Well, first of all, the bigger issues that the game has, the most important one is obviously the performance. Oh god, the performance. I've come to this after I downloaded Apex Legends again. And well, I got to see the game quality and performance were way better than ER. Yeah, and it was not only Apex Legends. Other games like Fortnite, CS2, Valorant, etc. have way better optimization than ER. Like way better, and they look way better. Well, now that maybe someone just commented, if you don't like the graphics, you can just go play something else. Bruh. Mega Omega bruh. Aside from this, I'm really worried about this. Why, you might ask? Well, I'm Mexican, and being from a country with less financial opportunities, I can say that this is one, if not the main reason, why there are not many new players. Because if I want to play something that looks okay but have bad optimization, I would prefer other games. But not only that, we have to put the thing that ER is in fact a free game. And with ER not being available in consoles, well, you can see that between free games, most people would prefer one with good optimization, and seeing that they added the new cooldown reduction system because it's nothing new. You just give more info about how it works and make it to have more than 30%. So yeah, I'm gonna ask this again. Who really think it was necessary? In fact, who wanted this? I've never heard someone complaining that they didn't have enough CR. But I've heard people, even with good PCs, complaining about the game performance, the game optimization. So yeah, I think the cooldown reduction rework was not necessary at all. And yeah, there are things that are beautiful about this game, like the rank system, the reward system. But for example, the game has this snowball issue. The snowball issue is when an early advantage becomes so powerful that it's impossible for the disadvantaged player or team to recover, leading to an unengaging game outcome. In the case of ER, the snowballing is in fact a problem. There are matches where you and your team are fighting, killing, and doing a lot of damage, but still will be on disadvantage against people who just go full farming, spend creds on buying items and not on revive, and went and kill bosses like Omega or Weakling. Another issue that I have, hear me well, at least I have, is the voice chat. I know players are not the most social kind of person, but when it comes to rank, it's a pretty good extra, and any competitive game has one. The problem is not the fact that people don't wanna talk, it's the fact that the game is made more for a individual experience more than a teamwork based game, because the game even gives is in favor of that kind of gameplay. The itemization is very individual because even if you're a tank, you always need at least one item to be good. And yeah, you can say no, I can play with only purple items, and for that I could say yeah, sure, but the disadvantage you're putting yourself into is not the best way for winning, you know? And if I had to add to the equation the fact that sometimes I have teammates that are not in the same page. For example, there is someone who wants to fight, there's one who wants to farm, and one that wants objectives like weak or omega, you know? In that case, how are you supposed to coordinate? Yeah, in high rank it's not a usual problem, but in low rank like mine, plat, it's usually harder to be coordinated. What does this have to do with the voice chat? Well, first of all, the voice chat sucks. It sounds like shit. I've tried using it once, and it sounded like this. So yeah, first of all, fix it. Second, it would be one step in a direction for an even better rank system. There are other problems like sometimes the servers die for a second for like 5 or 6 players, but that's not common, so yeah, it really doesn't matter that much. Now, to give it an ending to this video, I have to say this. I love the game, and I want the best for it. Yeah, the performance issue is the main issue of the video, but as you can see, it's not the only one. The performance is the main actual problem, and as I said, people from Latin America and Asia has not the best access to a good computer, and as you can see, there is a big massive market. And no, the promotion of content creators like El Mariana are not enough because he's a Call of Duty YouTuber. A mobile YouTuber or streamer would make a better job of getting new players into ER. For the snowball issue, I don't know how to fix it. I think they could change some things, like how many credits that someone can have, like having the maximum to be like 500 creds would be like something good. I think maybe I don't really know how to fix this novel problem. Now, I also think that re-adding solos to the game would be a good addition, re-addition for the game. Re-adding solos would make even another kind of players get into ER, you know? So yeah. So that would be it for the video. Tell me, you think I'm right? You think I'm wrong? You think I should fuck off? Let me know in the comment section. And with nothing else to say, remember, it's a bad day, not a bad life. It was given, Till the next time, bye.